We received lots of advice from friends and family who told us, do not open this in Brampton. That night, I was speaking with the officers and he mentioned that in this plaza, there were 2 other stores that got robbed. Midnight on July 29th, midnight at 2:05 a.m. And within a minute, not even a minute, it was like literally maybe half a minute or. The insurance is telling me that they're not going to give me the full coverage, the full cost of the machine. Ever since, nobody came from the team who came to take the report. During the election time, we see you guys knocking in our door several times. But when the community face challenges like this, why you're not here? The question he asked me was that, do you advertise this machine on social media? That out there are lots of scammers who look on social media to find out these businesses who has what item, what's the expensive item. So I had to go door to door, first explain to them who am I, what I'm here for, and they don't feel comfortable even opening the door. When you get those security measures in place, it's not going to protect you. The next day, I came here at 8 a.m. I'm waiting, nobody came. My sister, she just looked at her phone and she saw that there are 3 guys here. For a minute, she thought that this is not real, like what she's seeing. To the politician, I think the message that I would like to pass on, that you guys need to wake up.
This program is sponsored by Virgin Plus. Virgin Plus, obviously.
ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ GTA ਓਨਟਾਰੀਓ ਇੱਥੇ 15 ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਰੋਜ਼ ਦੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੋਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ। ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਲਿਕਰ ਚੋਰੀ ਹੋਈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਪਰਫਿਊਮ ਦਾ ਵੇਅਰਹਾਊਸ ਤੋੜਿਆ ਔਰ ਬਾਕੀ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਬਿਜ਼ਨੈਸਿਸ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਚੋਰੀ ਹੋਈ। ਇੱਕ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਾਇਰਲ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਲੇਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਊਸ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਚੋਰੀ ਹੋਈ ਔਰ $1.5 ਲੱਖ ਅਪਰੋਕਸੀਮੇਟਲੀ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਹੈ ਚੋਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਅੱਧੀ ਰਾਤੀ। ਕੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਇੰਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਸੀਗਾ ਡਿਕਸੀ ਐਂਡ ਮੇਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਨਰ ਤੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਸੀਨ ਦੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ ਔਰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਪਲੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਚੋਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੇਜ਼ਰ ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਹੈ $1.5 ਲੱਖ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ। ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੇਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਊਸ ਸੋਹੋ ਲੇਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਊਸ ਦੇ ਮਾਲਕ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਡਵਾਈਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਸੀ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ 'ਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨਾ ਖੋਲੋ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ 'ਚ ਖੋਲੋ, ਇਟੋਬੀਕੋ ਖੋਲੋ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ 'ਚ ਖੋਲਣਾ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਕੀ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਫॉर ਜੁਆਇਨਿੰਗ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ।
Thank you so much for coming in.
Can you let us know that we have seen those videos? Which day it happened? Did you call the police that day? And what was the whole incident, if you can explain?
Absolutely. Yeah, so as you mentioned, we opened this business just recently in month of March. And also, as you mentioned, we received lots of advice from friends and family who told us, do not open this in Brampton, especially given the number of incidents that every day we are hearing on the news. But still we said, no, we are going to open this business in Brampton, as we live in Brampton, we live in the community. So on July 29th, around 2 a.m., it was between 2:05 a.m. to 15, we noticed that 3 guys, they came in, break in the door, and they got in and straight went to the room where we had the machine located. They picked the machine and they just within a minute or so, they just disappeared from this area. However, we do have lots of footage where about 1 kilometer, they just took the machine by walk. They're going on the street. So I will provide more details on that. But what happened after that, so we did call the cops, and the cop did appear very shortly, I should say about maybe 5 minutes after when these robbers left.
So what
the
time
place.
was the robbery?
It happened around 2:05.
Midnight to
Midnight on July 29th, midnight at 2:05 a.m. And within a minute, not even a minute, it was like literally maybe half a minute or so.
So
they
when
just
did
came
you
and
came
took the
to know
machine.
that your shop being robbed?
So it was very coincidentally because it was weekend, and then we had some friends over at home, and my sister, she just looked at her phone because we have the cameras on too, and she saw that there are 3 guys here. For a minute she thought that this is not real, like what she is seeing is 3 guys are trying to rip the glass. That's how we came to know, and that's how we contacted the cops that we need help. And so we live very close by to the area, and then we came in, and then we saw.
So what time you called the
tragic.
cops, and what time cops reached here?
We called the cops exact at 2:07
Okay.
a.m. And I and my sister, we reached here at 2:25.
Okay.
And when we reached, the cops were here already.
So what did cops, did they give you the report number? Did you collected the footage from across the area? What they did?
So no, so that night we were here, well, the cops were here till around 4 a.m. There were like so many cops gathered here, and they were all chit-chatting. And at the end I got the report, and I was told that I need to contact my insurance. And also the officer who took the report, she mentioned that the next day, which was Saturday during daytime, she will be coming here to gather the footage from the area. However, next day I came here at 8 a.m. I'm waiting, nobody came, except the only person who came was from the forensic team, who came and took some pictures from inside. But then ever since, nobody came from the team who came to take the report.
Now it is almost 10-12 days, so nobody came from police, nobody came that we want footages of all the video cameras?
No, nobody came. And what I did on, it's like now it's almost like my another job, where every day for the last 2 weeks I had to go to each door. As you can see, there are hundreds of houses. I went to each doors knocking, requesting them that can I please see the footage, this is what happened. So overall I have gathered about 50 to 70 footages.
Okay.
And I also meanwhile started calling Region of Peel almost like every day, and been on hold for hours. After connecting with the calls, I gave them the information. All I'm asking is that what happened, like what did the officer gather, or what is the status update for this incident?
Okay.
And all I'm hearing is that this is not a high priority case. Every day we are getting 10 to 15 cases like this.
This was the response of the police officer?
This is the response that I'm getting when I'm calling.
Okay.
And, but the actual officer who took the report, I'm still waiting for her to give me a call.
So we saw those videos here. Is only your shop being robbed, or other shops in this area also got robbed?
So I was very surprised that night I was speaking with the officers, and he mentioned that he told me that in this plaza there were 2 other stores that got robbed, I believe last month, and also there was a shooting. And as you can see, there's also another store, Lace Out, right there.
Yes.
That also got robbed a week before my store got robbed. So this has become like everyday story now.
What was the value of the machine which was stolen, and when did you bought this, and what insurance is saying now?
So I got the machine, cost me around 150K Canadian, and I got the machine in month of March. Now when I contacted the insurance, it's very unfortunate that insurance is telling me that they're not going to give me the full coverage, the full cost of the machine. They will be covering about 85 to 90% of the cost. And also the other costs that happened due to the damage, it would be all out of my pocket that now I have to take care of.
Okay. What message you want to give, because you live in area and you said she was being recommended by the family friends, don't open businesses Brampton, but the young entrepreneur, they opened the businesses Brampton. What message you want to give to our politicians?
To the politician, I think the message that I would like to pass on, that you guys need to wake up, right? During the election time, we see you guys knocking in our doors several times. Even if we don't open, you guys don't give up. You guys still come in. But when the community face challenges like this, why you're not here? That's how we will see your impact. That's how then we will be able to support you, to vote for you. You as a leader, why you're not here today to support us? And I'm just one of the example. Like I know for me, insurance will pay me some cost of the machine, and I may go back and restart the business. But every day this is happening, and we need to take an action.
So Humaira, can we go inside and see, and can you show us like where was the machine lying and
Of
how it
course.
happened?
Yeah, please come in. So just yesterday we came here and we start cleaning, and we do have the footage. All the glasses were here, and we had a sofa here which also got damaged. Here we had the machine, and this was the plug, and also there was another wire going out down there. As you can see, they just pulled when they took the machine.
So Humaira, do you doubt that any known person might have given the information that much expensive machine is here in this business? So might be some insiders?
Yeah. So what happened that night when the officers were there, one of them did mention to me that the way, because I was suspecting, I was asking my sister, because that day few of her clients came in on the Saturday, on Friday, on the 28th of July. So I was asking her that, okay, do you recall, did anyone come today who you do not recognize? And so we were just talking. And then the officer said that that's not one of the reasons. The question he asked me was that, do you advertise this machine on social media? I said, of course, this is my business. I have to advertise, right? And what he said was that out there are lots of scammers who look on social media to find out these businesses who has what item, what's the expensive item, and they will plan and they will just come for that specific item. So this is how now it's very clear, this is how my business was targeted.
Yeah. So Humaira, thank you very much, and we the brave girls, the brave sister, and you yourself collected all the footages from around the area and helped police so that they can take action.
I have around 50 footages from 50 houses, I would say, because some of the houses, they were not comfortable even sharing the footage or even opening the door for
Even
us.
that job is not yours, that's a police job basically.
So I had to go door to door, first explain to them who am I, what I'm here for, because, and they don't feel comfortable even opening the door. And after that, I've been collected about 50 footages, and you will be shocked to see those footages. It's all sequential order. That's how I have gathered all those. So during that incident night, one of the officers said to me that they do have a department, which is, I believe, from the crime unit, where this type of incident when happen, you need to call them and someone will come, audit and assess your store and tell you what you could install in terms of the security protection or measures, right? So I was hoping that maybe that would be for free, right? But it's not. So now I have to ask someone from that department to come over and guide me through what are some of the security measures that I could install for my safety.
And that's
purpose.
not free, you said?
That's not free.
Police charge for that?
Yes, well, it's not coming from the police, but from police department, someone will come and guide you through, audit your stores. So for example, in my case, what they have said is that I need the cage in front of my glass, which that itself would cost around 4,000. Wow. That's only one of the items. In addition to that, I need to get several locks. And the police also said that even when you get those security measures in place, it's not going to protect you. This will happen again. It is just about the timing, right? It will take those robbers more time to open the machine. And,
Okay, Humaira, thank you for letting us know whole story. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. So ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆ ਸੋਹੋ ਲੇਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਊਸ ਔਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ $1.5 ਲੱਖ ਦੀ ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਚੋਰੀ ਹੋਈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਲਿਖਾਈ ਔਰ ਘਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ 50 ਘਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਫੁਟੇਜ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ CCTV ਕੈਮਰਾਸ ਤੋਂ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਹੈ, ਘਰ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂ ਗੱਡੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ CCTV ਕੈਮਰਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਚੱਲਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਹੈ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਸ, ਮੇਕ ਸ਼ੋਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫੁਟੇਜ ਹੈ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਟਰੈਕ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ, ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲਸ ਨੂੰ। ਇਸ ਏਰੀਆ 'ਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਡਮੀ ਕੈਮਰੇਜ਼ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸੋ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਿਸ ਆਪਣਾ ਖਰਚਾ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਡਮੀ ਕੈਮਰਾਸ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ, ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਫੁਟੇਜ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, ਡੈਸ਼ ਕੈਮ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ 'ਚ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ, ਉੱਥੋਂ ਵੀ ਫੁਟੇਜ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੋ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ 85 to 90% ਹੀ ਕਵਰ ਕਰੇਗੀ। ਸੋ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਦਾ ਲਾਸ, ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਸੀਨ, ਕੌਣ ਇਹਦਾ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਦਾਰ ਹੈ, ਕੌਣ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇਗਾ, ਸਵਾਲ ਔਰ ਜਵਾਬ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ। ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਬੰਦੇ ਸੇਫ ਫੀਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ ਇੱਥੇ।
This program is sponsored by Virgin Plus. Virgin Plus, obviously.